All right. Well, I got great news. We got some boom morphed again today. I want this week to be over, and I want next week to be over, and I want it to be the fucking 18th already. But just because I'm looking forward to it means it's not gonna happen really quick, so the 18th I get this fucking strike removed from the fucking channel, dude. Can't get rid of this bitch fast enough, man. Cannot get it removed fast enough. I've actually already made 53 cents on YouTube for my YouTube shorts. I'm really looking forward to see if my my discoverability goes back up after this. I know. Let's see. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that I blink and then these 2 weeks go by. You're already about halfway done with the first week, so. Yep. Yes. God damn it, ad block. I don't even have an ad block. I don't know why this is here. Yeah, I got done with the stream yesterday, and I said I'm not about to edit out all these fucking videos. I decided to stick with 4. I uploaded them, and they got the same amount of views, and I was like, that's good enough. I'm not gonna sit here and kill myself whenever I'm automatically being put down by YouTube's algorithm. Nope. Not doing it. We got another sim. Man, this is booming. Yo, like, I never really thought that these farming simulators and these truck simulators would be as big as they are. Dude, these things kind of blew up. They just keep pumping these things out. It's kind of impressive. That's impressive.
If there's one thing...
Yeah, but the FAA doesn't say that you have to have all 11 of those days in a row. You do realize that 11 days off means like throughout the entire year, right? So you have less time off than like a normal job. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, we might end up playing this. Damn! That's crazy.
When the bugs came, everything we knew was taken from us. Hope faded faster than we could fight back. We thought it was the end of times.
Why
Why
is it that Fortnite has better trailers than some of the games made in like 2024? How's that even happen?
It's morphin' time.
That's legit, bro. Yo, that's fucking low. No, dude, what? That's badass. Oh, the music. What? That's kind of, dude, that's legit. They can't do the Go-Go Power Rangers? That stinks. Oh, they get the Megazord? Please tell me they get the Megazord. Oh, what? Oh, let's go. Yo. I didn't even realize they had Halo figures in that. That's cool. What is this?
Some things are just meant to be. Peanut butter and chocolate, movie theaters and popcorn, the Cleveland...
Oh, that's per month. Okay.
Wake up.
Oh.
Wake up.
Karma, the
What
Dark
happened
World.
to me?
Wake up. Wake up.
Who am I?
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Karma.
Wake up. Wake up.
Was that like a silver bar? What was that?
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
No, I don't want to. Stop saying it in my ears.
Wake up. Wake up.
That was cool.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Whoa, what?
Wake up.
Jeez. Bro, this is the horror fest from hell. Holy Jesus, that is crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really good. Holy crap. Keep seeing these trailers for this game. This game looks like it's gonna be kind of like Stellar Blade a little bit. It looks really good. Oh, we got the Battlefield 6 open beta. There is so much hype for this game. It's kind of impressive how much hype they've made for this game. Like, Battlefield is making a comeback and Call of Duty is continuing to go down the shitter. And they're doing free betas. That's crazy.
PlayStation.
They are not holding anything back when it comes to this. How's it going, Shaker? Wait. That's gonna have to get pushed back. We'll look at that, just not right now. I think we already saw this, right? I already saw that. That's Demon Slayer. Ah, that's Boom Morph again. No spoilers, goddammit. No spoilers!
You're part of the Torrisi family now. Act like it.
This looks good. I really hope they brought back the Mafia.
You haven't lived until you've tasted the family vintage. I'll bring you a bottle. Or 4. Trust me, with the work we'll be doing, you're going to need it. Scared of a little competition,
Look at
Caruso?
those graphics. Holy.
Come on, put your foot down. Let's see what she can do. There is history everywhere in Sicily. It's all just
I really like how the cars look in this game. This looks like it's going to be really good.
If you ask
The
me.
best part about this game, boys, it's going to be $50. It will not be 70. It might be 60, but it will not be $70.
Let's leave them.
It'll be 40 or
to get their
50.
horses ready.
But if that's your
Let me
thing,
check myself.
take a horse, get out there and breathe it in.
How much will the Mafia, the old country, be? The standard edition will be $50. The deluxe edition will be $60. So, there you go, boys.
Remember though, you're not sightseeing, you're on the Don's time. Ah, San Celeste. The markets, the women, the wine. We don't just walk these streets. We own them. Anyone who forgets that, well, they won't be around for long. There are wolves in the hills, Enzo. They want what is ours. They don't know the meaning of honor. My uncle gave you a chance when he saved you from the mines. Don't make him regret it. When all is said and done, we'll rest easy, knowing we gave everything for this family. And those who stood against us, they'll be buried deep,
Damn.
right where they belong. You did good today. But a mine boy.
I remember whenever Grand Theft Auto had the same mentality whenever it made its games where, like, for example, like CJ from San Andreas, your job was to move up the ranks of the gang. Same thing with a lot of the older Grand Theft Auto games. Why did they take that away? It gave you an actual purpose to play the damn game. Like, don't get me wrong, like Grand Theft Auto 5 was great. The three main characters idea was freaking awesome. But I kind of like the idea of being part of like a gang or a family and trying to move up through the ranks doing the missions. It makes more sense than doing like go here, do the heist, go here, do the heist, you know?
PlayStation.
What's this? this looks interesting. Looks like an indie game. We gotta give respects to the indie games, boys. They carried us through the past 4 years, so we're gonna keep looking at these trailers. It kind of looks like Adventure Time. You can't be sleeping on these indie games, man. Some of them will blow you away. I like the colors that they chose and the map layouts. Oh god, they explode. That's fun. Boop. This was 6 days ago. Somehow I missed this.
There must be a mistake, sir.
The apple of Eden, our key to fortune, fame, and power.
Why does it have little arms?
Goodness me! What? Phew. Thank you, signore. Andiamo.
Game?
Look out!
This is a movie. No, thank you. I do not want the stream to get taken down. Did not realize that was a movie.
You're the villain, and I'll be the one who beheads you!
Yo, if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, absolutely recommend it. They're coming out with another season of it, and I'm so hyped for it. It looks so good. Love Demon Slayer.
A hotbed for demons. The entertainment district.
This is nothing. I still got a lot of fight in me!
My musical score technique will take us to victory!
Keep fighting! Don't stop until he's beheaded! So this is the Swordsmith Village.
Sorry I'm late, everyone! Hang tight while I take care of this!
Thank you for crafting this sword for me. Atone for your sins! With your life! Sabito entrusted you with something precious.
Tanjiro Kamado, I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
If you've got a death wish, I'd be more than happy to grant it.
From now on, I too will help you, however I can.
Damn, there's over 40 playable characters. This doesn't look like a fighter game. This looks more like a traditional, like, oh god, what's the name of it? Squeezed 40 characters into this. There's not even 40 in the anime. How the hell they managed to squeeze 40 characters into that? Maybe they took them from the comics? Or the manga, not the comics. Is that it? Yeah. I'm fairly certain it's a fighting game, but I think it's more hack and slash style of a fighting game. It's where you don't really, like, you can memorize the combos, but the combos are so easy that you really don't need to. It's more like PvE instead of PvP.
Lead the enemy forces.
Alright, here we go. We got Battlefield 6 gameplay breakthrough on Liberation Feed. Brought to you by IGN. Oh, this is just gameplay. I don't want to see somebody's gameplay. What the fuck? I thought someone was going to be talking. I want to see this. Lame! This might actually possibly get me a strike, but we'll see. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've never really, I played World of Warcraft like once, and I wasn't a big fan of how much they make you grind. But there is a huge difference in the trailers that they release now compared to the trailers that they used to release. This is the new trailer for a new expansion coming out.
Valeria.
It looks so stupid.
We've all heard it, old friend. The voice of our greatest fear.
It looks like it's based in the actual gameplay. It doesn't even look animated anymore. Don't like it.
Mencius is rising tonight. And should he assume his full power,
he will devour all that exists.
We are in danger. What is Xalatath planning?
Windrunner, there are greater threats than Xalatath.
This looks so bad.
Heart, Illyria. This is madness. No. Wait!
This is raw power.
So that's what the new trailers look like. Let me show you boys what a fucking game trailer is supposed to look like. This is their old trailers. And you're gonna see the difference. Already fucking atmosphere dropped.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours!
My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
See the fucking difference, man? It's fucking laughable. Look at the difference. How? How does it go from what that shit was? How does it go from this to that? It makes no sense. How? How? Bro, these trailers are like watching a fucking movie. We ain't gotta watch no more. I've seen all I need to see. So, like, let's be honest here with ourselves. World of Warcraft's gameplay is terrible. The only reason why they still have people is because most of them grew up with the game, and they really have high hopes that the game will come back and be good. It ain't gonna happen, Captain. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. It's just not going to be there. Let's be honest. Game's dead. Because whenever I see a new trailer that comes out today that was that slop, and then I look back at the old ones and you actually get feelings from a fucking trailer, you're cooked. That's it. You're done. You could call it whenever you want because we've already called it for you. Oh, I can't see Facebook. My Facebook got hacked, remember? I can't click on Facebook. Boys, damn, I don't want to watch this yet though. It's too soon. See, I don't want to watch it yet because usually within the first 24 hours of a release of a video that you do, that's the most that it's going to get, like, traction. I don't want to disrupt that, and I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to take views away from him. So what I'm going to do, and I don't want to because I really want to watch this, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to watch this video. I'm going to have to. I don't want to disrupt his flow. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow, and I'm going to give this video its respect that it's deserved because I know it's going to be good. It's going to be a banger. And we'll watch it tomorrow. So, if I'm going to step on somebody's toes, I'm going to do it respectfully. So I'm going to bow out of this video for now. I look forward to watching it. I hope he doesn't take it down again. He had a different one that he uploaded, but he had to take it down. So I'm really hoping that this new one is good. It doesn't get taken down.
Introducing the Tarantula.
So the Tarantula Hawk has the... I think it's the third most painful sting in the world. How painful is the Tarantula Hawk's wasp sting? On the scale of pain, where is the Tarantula Wasp in the world? So, let me describe to you how painful the sting is. It is just below the bullet ant sting. It is described as blinding, fierce, shockingly electric, and instantaneous, electrifying, and totally debilitating. The pain lasts for about 5 minutes. And it is considered the most painful wasp sting in the world. To give you an idea of how big this wasp is, because I've got a genuine idea of how big it is. How big is the Tarantula Hawk? Actually, you know what? Hold on, wait. I can do it on here. Hold on. There, I got you. Got you. Check this out. Hold on. Let me hide my screen. I don't want to get doxxed. Pop. Boom. Look at how big that wasp is. Look at how big that fucker is. Ain't no reason for a goddamn wasp. I am terrified of wasps. I will fight a full-grown man to get out of the way of a wasp. If I see something like that staring me in the eyes, I'm gonna shit myself and go through the next wall, through the wall that's around me. That thing is terrifying. There is no goddamn reason a wasp should be that big. Look at the size of the stinger on that bitch. That thing's fucking huge. That thing's terrifying looking.
Tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet.
Yep.
And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Massive. 2.5 inches.
Oh, fuck, he showed the fucking... God damn it.
Boys, we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet, coming in just barely behind the bullet ant.
Oh, okay,
okay.
Okay, so yeah. I'm kind of surprised they're not... Are they not aggressive? Are tarantula hawks aggressive? Not typically aggressive towards humans and will generally avoid contact. They only sting if they feel threatened or provoked. Their striking coloration serves as a warning to potential predators, indicating they have a painful sting. Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest here. That goddamn insect could probably take over the world. It is a good thing this thing reproduces the way it does, because if it had nest mentality, the human beings would be fucked.
Stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they
Bro, it's a PvP server down there with the fucking bugs, man. Jesus.
Cute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of PMs on his feet, proceeds to jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbor Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh food right here underneath it. That food being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chestburster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation.
That is terrifying.
Good luck getting any...
Jesus.
Breaking today.
Forgot to check the news.
Had this conversation with my...
Hold on, give me a second. Oh, what's going on? Nightfish. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Thought I saw everything. Let me see. Really? This new law punishes women that cheat.
Women are doomed.
Okay, let me check out. We're only gonna watch a few bits and pieces of the J Daddy. This was 3 weeks ago now. I wanted to give this one a lot of time because J Daddy, like, his views just kind of skyrocket through a couple weeks. When Boom Morphed again starts doing that, then it's gonna be longer and longer. I don't wanna, but like. Ooh.
What rhymes with even? Steven?
Hey, let's write something. What rhymes with even? As in, I don't care.
Oh god, dude,
What
those
rhymes
ones
with
are
even?
so funny. Oh, do I want to risk it though? That's the question. Do I want to risk it? Asmongold, right? Surely it should be okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it. Let me see. Let me open it up on I'm gonna risk it, boys.
What rhymes with even?
If I get struck, then
Steven?
it'll be
Hey,
3
let's write
months.
something. What rhymes?
I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
What rhymes with even?
Steven.
Steven?
Hey, let's write something. What rhymes with even? As in, I don't get mad, I get even.
I quench my grandma and
Oh my fucking god! No!
They stop me from breathing. I'll get mad, get even. Violence is something I believe in.
No!
To feed the children in my basement because they have been eaten. The children in my basement can't stop screaming.
This is so stupid.
Get mad, I get even. You find a body in the freezer, but the door won't close 'cause I couldn't get beneath it.
What rhymes with even?
Yo, I'm going to hell for laughing at that. I'm going to hell for laughing at that. I got kids in my basement and they won't stop screaming. No! Yo. Oh shit. Hold on. I gotta bring you guys back up. I can't see you. Oh, dude. That was the hidden gem I found last night, dude. I bet that was nice to roll up on. It's always fun to roll up on that.
Oh, hello there. You might be watching this video because we just hit 1 million subscribers. I know. I'd f myself too if I could. Or would you
Yay, J Daddy, 1 million subs. This was like 3 weeks ago. But congrats, brother. You earned it. You don't know who J Daddy is? Check him out. Damn, he's at 1.14 mil. Check out J Daddy. Hit that sub button. Go ahead and throw a like on that video. Know what I'm saying? Give credit where credit's due, which is all to him.
Look at that. The bottle's empty.
Thank you, J Daddy, for not striking my videos on you. You are a legend, and all hail J Daddy.
For years, I've been in this room thinking of ideas to entertain you fine people. Truly, the best fan base I could have ever asked for. And because of its success, I'm allowed to work on this full time, bouncing off my walls like a Chuck E. Cheese f***ing playhouse. Publish my very first book where you solve 100 f***ed up math questions. And most importantly, opening the door for more exciting
Check out J Daddy's book. Check out J Daddy's book. He's got a book, boys. He's got a book called Math Class. Check it out.
You solve 100 f***ed up math questions.
School
and
of
most
Scum.
importantly, opening the door for more exciting opportunities. I never say things out of character, so I owe you this. Thank you. I did not want this to be some cheesy sob story video, so we're gonna bring it back on track, but seriously, I never get to say that enough. Thank you. Now, you might be wondering what the rest of this video is. Guys, from 0 to 1 million subscribers, I give you the ultimate J Daddy highlight reel. Every single video, all put into one compilation. They're cut up a little bit, so you're gonna have to go watch the original ones if you wanna see the full video. Guys, most of these videos I haven't seen since filming, so please, even if you binge watch the channel, which you should, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ultimate highlight reel of J Daddy. Guys, cheers to many more things to come, and cheers to 1 million subscribers.
Oh my god, the stream really started with that dude.
Shut the f up, Mom! Today we have a letter from a 16-year-old Make-A-Wish child. He wrote the letter to Vladimir Putin himself in hopes to stop the war between Russia and Ukraine. Let's read the letter. End the pain and suffering of the Ukrainian people. Sit down, lay back, and let me give you the best sloppy toppy you've ever had.
What did he just say?
God damn! God damn! I want that Soviet d harder! This one has 3 exclamation marks. Harder!
Oh my fucking
All right, class, open
god!
your textbooks to page 45.
You can't say that!
Geometry 101. If we take a look at Zach's face, that's a circle. Hey guys, how's it going?
Jesus Christ!
What was that? Yo, Jay, you still here? I guess we'll never know. Hey, you smell like f***ing shit. Hi, my name is Danny Schaefer, and I'm a school teacher. Every morning I come here, I want to slam my head between a door.
Bro, do I suck this dude off on the first night? Ah, dude, I don't know if I can answer that. Nah, like, from a straight perspective, like, are you going down on a girl first? Kind of depends on the night, you know? Like, how are you feeling tonight? I want a big fat in my mouth. That's how I'm feeling.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm gonna need your shit. I'm gonna need every last bit of your shit. How'd you get in my house, dude? Don't worry about that. Dude, I'm taking a shit.
Oh god.
Oh, it smells good in here. Can I smell it? Can I get a little closer? Can I taste it? I can't taste it. You're not gonna taste my shit. Are you kidding me? No, dude. What is this?
Yo, so like low-key, he reminds me of a friend from high school. I'm not gonna say his name, but like, I could see him making skits just like this, but he's a chunky dude, so like, the way he smiles reminds me of him so much.
What is this shit? What are you trying to pull here? I'm not giving you my shit. Oh my god, Ben. Huh? We went to the same middle school. You were in my theater class. You helped me memorize all my lines. We were
Oh
best
no, it's a
friends.
school shooter.
Don't you remember?
Oh no!
Yeah. No, Tyler, it's me, Ben. He's not Ben, I'm Ben. We went to middle school together.
He's a liar! Shoot that motherfucker! I'm sick of this bullshit! Always, every time! Every time we play hide and seek, I'm always the seeker! I don't get that!
He's trying so hard not to laugh.
What did I just trip on? David, you told me we were gonna play Marco Polo. David, you f***ing bitch! Where are you?
Yo, Dad, this is my friend Tucker. Tucker, nice to meet you. Pop goes the weasel. No, Dad, Tucker says things he doesn't mean to.
Oh.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Eat that ass. Eat that ass like a chocolate donut. Oh, nice
Oh, he must have like a tick.
to meet you too,
Yo,
Tucker.
shut the f*** up! Oh, shit!
He's blind, it's okay. Just don't talk.
Really? Dude, you suck, man.
Dude, he's me.
Did I get him? I got him, right? Damn it.
Dude, he shot me, he got me. He shot me in my dick. He shot me in my dick.
Dude, I hit your dick. Oh my god.
Tucker Terezzi, nice to meet you.
Hey,
I'm the
nice to meet
manager
you.
here. How's it going? You need to shut the f up.
Okay.
You hear me?
God, here we go with
Oh
that.
man, I wish I could meet Kanye West.
Wish he's my command.
That's not Kanye.
That is Kanye.
Oh God, that's cursed.
Hey, what's up, man? Are you Jefferson Damas? Yeah. That's funny. You don't look like your Uber photo. Relax. Just want to take some pictures. I'm just trying to party hard. Yeah, I know you hear me, bud. Don't you speak up? I don't you. Hey, you're talking to me. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, just want you to know, if you get any drugs in this car, I'll kill your family, and then I'll be in jail with you. And then I get 5 big African-American males, Jamari, Jaquavius, Jalinquist, Jackson. You don't want to know what Jackson would do to you. And Brock. And they'll have the most fun they ever had with you. And then after they're done with you,
Christ!
Then I'll kill you. I'll kill you myself.
Sir, am I free to go?
Hey, Johnny, is he good? All good. All good?
Yo, you got the drugs?
Yeah, dude, of course. Dude. That sounded pretty rich. No, you're wrong. If I was speaking with a white man, I'd say, freeze, you white whack job! And why didn't you say that? Well, I guess you're right. And if I was speaking with an Indian, I'd say, freeze, you bastard bitch!
So I was speeding over the...
Watch more of it tomorrow. Try to be cautious with what I'm watching, damn it. Okay. Is this for the T app? What is this? Sorry about that.
Mental and neurological disorders to get attention, and it's ruining people's...
Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but like a lot of people that I've seen online nowadays, they're like, I have ADHD, or I have a depression, or I have this and that, and it's all self-diagnosed. You don't have these things unless you get diagnosed. For example, my ADHD is so bad that whenever I went to a doctor for the first time as a child, I believe it was a pediatrician. I think that's what they call that. Told my mom that it was the worst case of ADHD she had seen in 54 years of ADHD study. The score that I got was so high that out of the gate, I was taking the strongest medication for ADHD. In fact, some of the drugs that I was being forced to take as a child were so strong that depending on the type of drug, it would fuck me right up. Like, I would be up for like 2 days. Focused on like the wall. Because they didn't want to lower it, because if they lowered it too much, then it wouldn't have any effect. So like, and then whenever I'm off my medicine now because of childhood addiction, I can't fucking function. I can't do anything. I wake up exhausted and I go to bed and I wake up even more exhausted. So whenever I hear people say that they have mental disorders and they're self-diagnosed, I immediately disregard everything that person says. Like, until you have to get up and start taking a fucking pill every day just to function, go fuck yourself. And also, when someone who claims they have ADHD says that you don't need ADHD medication, go fuck yourself. I could not be sitting here doing this unless I was medicated. I need meds. I went for 10 years. I went for 5 years after I turned 18 because Medicaid dropped. It was the worst 5 years of my fucking life. I was miserable.
Lives who actually suffer from this issue. What's this?
What the fuck?
What'd she probably saw the Sydney Sweeney jeans ad.
That was rough. I'm gonna end the video here. Subscribe.
Yeah.
That was it? Is that really it? She made a whole video about flopping back in her chair? That's not a seizure. What? Is that really a... No way. Is that really going around now where they're just straight up faking
Man, there's a subreddit called Fake Disorder Cringe, and it's full of people like this women who are faking seizures. Wait, what is this?
So DID stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder. The system name is just a way to refer to ourselves.
That guy looks so fucking high.
Collectively. How did you learn that you had all these? Either through my own realization.
You decided it.
Or having friends who have them and then helping me realize.
This is so fucking disgusting. This is disgusting. People that do this, you're not fooling anybody, man. You're not.
TikToker constantly fakes disorders for clout. Potts Faker says she's more educated than medical profession. Oh my god. Older brother.
You know what that means whenever I read that? Whenever I read Faker says she's more educated than medical professionals, that means that she wants to have this disorder. And she's willing to disregard the fact that she's went to a doctor and they said she doesn't have it. Having these disorders fucking sucks. Every day that I wake up, it's a fucking struggle to get my head straight just to turn on the camera and fucking stream. Whenever I worked at the fire station, it was a fucking struggle. Because whenever I would get a call early in the mornings, I would have to sit there and contemplate if I want to take a pill or not. Because once I take my medicine, I usually am stuck awake. I can't go back to sleep. You don't understand how debilitating some of these disorders are, especially if they're in extreme cases like what I have. Like, you don't want this. I promise you. It fucking sucks. I have woken up so many times in my life and wished that I was a normal fucking person. Just to be able to not have to take a fucking pill every day. Because these pills are fucking expensive. Especially when you've paid out of pocket your whole goddamn life because you can't have insurance because most of the jobs don't offer it. The amount of disorders that people have to struggle with because they don't have the money to afford the medication is outrageous. And it's such a problem in this country. And whenever I see people get online and make this fucking, I have this and I know I have it regardless of what medical professionals tell me. You're a fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit. And it's garbage. You should be thankful. It sucks having to cough up almost $200 a month to this bullshit. It sucks.
Potts Faker says she's more educated than medical profession. Oh my god. Older brother has a feigning disorder.
And that's for the medication per month. Every 3 months I have to go to the doctor, and that's $150 out of pocket. I'm lucky that I'm at the doctor that I'm at because some of them charge you every month to go there.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I think this is something that happens a lot. I'm trying to think if I should go there. It's all white people doing this. 95%.
It is. It's all middle-aged, fat white people for the most part. Or people. It's like the people that were on the T app. They're all Karens that think that they have all these things.
Is because they're looking for a way where they are a victim. It's a self-marginalization.
Yup. Soon they're all gonna band together and they're all gonna like coerce the credit and debit card companies to shut down games on Steam. Oh, wait. Damn. I'm late again.
I saw this the other day. 64% of white liberals have been diagnosed with a mental disorder. Create a fake victimhood cult? Yeah, exactly. Well, these people want to create a fake...
Ever told you to have a mental health condition? Percent saying yes. Unless you go to a doctor and get your shit, like, checked, it's bull. It's bull.
Victimhood cult.
What's crazy is that in order for me to get back on my medication after 5 years, because the records I couldn't find, I couldn't get from Louisiana, because they wouldn't send them. I tried, like, 6 times. The doctor that I had finally dropped out. Because I keep going to the same place. She left, thank God, because she wouldn't give me the medication that I needed. I got a new doctor, and she put me on the medication that I needed, thank God. And then, upon digging through some old I thought I lost it. Upon digging through I couldn't afford to get the test redone because it was like $300 fucking dollars. And I was like, dude, there's no way. So I dug through some old, like an old file thing that I had, and I found, because my mom had put it in a lockbox, I found my original ADHD test. This thing is so old that the paper is like tinged darker brown, or darker, like a darker color. And I was like, oh my God, I found it. And I saved myself like $300. It was great. I sent that shit into the doctor, and they were like, oh my God, this is terrible. And I was like, oh, thank you, God, someone who understands.
Because they're constantly being reinforced with ideas that they are somehow privileged or guilty or something like that. And so they invent these disorders in order to contextualize that and make themselves feel better about their lives. That's what's going on.
And it's just crazy that these people are trying to, like, they're really trying to act like they are the victims in that. It just blows my mind. Like, if you don't have to take medication to function, don't even fucking bring it up, because if you bring it up, you're just clout farming. I don't like talking about the fact that I have to take medication every day. It fucking sucks. It sucks. I guarantee you that's probably a reason why I didn't get hired at some of the fire stations I applied to. Like, it's just so stupid. Why would you? It's just so stupid.
T-app is, you thought it was over. It's somehow not even over. Oh my God.
This app creator just destroyed his life by creating an app that promised to protect women from dating horrible men, but it ended up allowing their private information to be leaked all over the internet, including sites like 4chan, and he's now been hit with 6 federal lawsuits.
An app designed to let women safely discuss men they date has been hacked. The app
by the way, that's a total misrepresentation. It allows women to defame, harass, and dox men against their consent with no control or awareness that it's happening.
He said today about 72,000 images have been leaked online, including pictures, photo IDs of users that were submitted during account verification process.
But before we go any further into the story, we need to understand what this app does and why it was created. So you have this app called T, and it's described as the Yelp for dating. This site allowed women to, I guess, avoid terrifying online dating experiences.
You see, remember, boys, the road to hell is paved on good intentions. So the real problem with this app is that if a woman dated you and she reported it to this app, now if things didn't go well, which I'd imagine it wouldn't because you ended up in the fucking app, like let's say you got catfished. If you don't know what catfishing is, it is an instance of you going to a date after you talk online, and you have the way they take their pictures, it makes them look skinny, right? So they take their pictures where it has their face kind of like zoomed in, so that way you don't see their body. And then what happens is they're like, they try everything they can to avoid talking about their weight. Everything. And then when you bring it up, they get mad at you. Cause they're already overweight, or they're fat as fuck, bro. Like, they're huge. The amount of women that tried to catfish me online is incredible. And you know immediately because they get mad. Whenever you ask them to send a picture of their like full body, and they're like, I don't really want to do the nudes. I didn't ask for a nude. What do you look like standing up? Because you look at their profile and all it is face pictures, and you're like, And then they're like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. But they continue to text you because they're interested. But they know that if they reveal that they're bigger, that there's a good chance the conversation's going to end. And then what happens is you meet them in person, and they're gigantic hog clodhoppers. And then you call them out on it. And then you end up in this site like the T app with this red flag. When it boils down to is you don't want to be with somebody if you have bad eating habits. You want to be with somebody that's going to encourage you to do better with your eating habits. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where you're bouncing off of somebody with bad eating habits and you have bad eating habits, because it's just going to be a bad time. That's all there is to it. Then you end up on this site with your picture and you get like this nasty little review with a red flag, and it pretty much ruins you as far as dating goes. So, and this is completely without consent, by the way. They take you and put you on this site. And they give like a general idea of where you live, so you can compare the picture to the profile to the location. This is so disgusting, and if a men had done this, it would have been the end of the world, brother. The double standard here is exceptionally bad. And it's so sad to see this. But you know what? You got what you fucking deserved, you fat fucking losers. That's what you get for being scumbag pieces of shit. And to give you an idea of how big this app was, apparently, if you look up a map of the T app and all of its users, the pins cover the entire US. That's how bad, that's how many people use this app. A lot of fucking people use this app. A gigantic number of women use this app.
I have no problem with this as long as guys can do the same thing.
Posting photos of men and
which
seeing
they
if
wouldn't be
anyone
able
else
to.
had the same
You
bad.
would have a group coming together like Collective Shout that would try to get it shut down immediately.
Experience with the same man.
T had marketed itself as sort of like Yelp, but for dating. So instead of dating, instead of reviewing a service, you were reviewing an actual guy that you've gone out with. But the concern here was that you had a lot of guys who often frequent a ton of dating apps at once, and they're committing kind of the same offenses, sometimes being creepy, but sometimes being dangerous or violent with women, and word doesn't get out to enough women at the time.
Well, if they're being dangerous and violent, don't you think that you should report them on the app? Because that's a thing that you can report on the app and call the police and let them handle it instead of making a separate app altogether. Don't you think that maybe this app was a violation of privacy? Because there's a difference between having your picture taken and put on a website where you get blacklisted and actually making a dating account and having women look at it. Wouldn't you say there's a difference there? Because one of those things you obviously consented to and the other you didn't.
These guys are on so many different websites, right? So the idea that the T was saying was like, don't worry, this will be a central place, not a dating app. This is more of like a research app.
Gee, I wonder.
I mean, that's true. That's clearly, like, I don't agree with that, but that is an accurate summary of what the intent was. That's true.
What could go wrong, but it's said to be influenced by Facebook pages like Are We Dating the Same Guy? A good example of this would be a 27-year-old woman who became skeptical of her partner. She was recommended the Facebook page by close friends, only to find out he'd been posted about in a negative light by like 10 different women. So in theory, this gives women a form of protection to help them avoid bad experiences with men they're going on dates with or men they've already been.
See, that's kind of fucked up. Because, like, let's say that she was with this guy and she kept getting this bad feeling, right? But what if he was going to therapy and actually trying to change himself? And that's why she didn't have a reason, so she went online to find a reason, and she found that reason to break up with him. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, what if he was actually trying to get better and trying to do right? Like, it's just crazy to me that this is the mentality we have.
In relationships with. And while I can definitely see this app could be used for good.
I mean, I know for a fact that if this happened to a woman, it'd be like, well, she's changed, and she hasn't even been to like a place where she could get help.
Good.
Like,
I can also see, wow, this app could also be used for harassment.
But unfortunately, the thing is that there's no accountability. This is the problem with this kind of stuff, is that you have girls that say stuff like this, and They have no obligation to tell the truth.
Yep.
They have no obligation to, you know, accurately describe what happened. And there's plenty of girls that are probably just not going to get called back on a date, and they're mad about it. So then they go on this app and say bad stuff about the guy. Like, there's how many times have you seen like women that don't like somebody, and men do the same thing. It's not like women are unique in this way, but like anybody who does this, where like as soon as they don't like somebody, it's not enough for them to describe what the person did wrong. They have to go even farther than that and make up extra things that they did
every fucking time. Bro, every fucking time. It's not just that they like ate the wrong way, it's that they threw the fork at you too. It's ridiculous.
Didn't even do to make them seem worse.
Exactly.
Like
you know why? It's because someone from the outside looking in on that conversation would immediately be like, oh, well, you're just a piece of shit. And then they have to come up with this extra mile just to justify the reason why they feel the way they feel.
That's not even the app's biggest problem, because recently the app was hacked. According to the media, passport information, driver's license, and full
whenever they have to say that extra bit, it's because they know.
Names of the women all across North America were leaked. But was it actually hacked, or was it just coded extremely poorly? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing today. So for some backstory for you, T was founded by Sean Cook in 2023 after he witnessed his mother's terrifying online dating experience. Apparently, she was being catfished over and over again.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. It's kind of crazy. Because, like, man, let me tell you what. The amount of times over the years that I've used it, nowadays the dating apps are just a joke. They're so bad now. They're terrible now. Like, they were bad the last time I used one, but now they're just so bad. They're laughably bad because all they want to do is take money from you now.
And was unknowingly,
but like the amount of people that catfished me, like over the years of using dating apps, is disgusting. Like, to every one person that seemed the way they were, there were at least 15 that were not. This is not just a woman problem. This is a man's problem as well.
Talking to men with criminal records. So how did this app help with this problem? Well, this app allowed women to post the man's first name, age, location, and other women on the site could share their experiences and share whether the man was a potentially good or bad person, using the terms red flag or green flag.
See, this is how social credit begins. See, these people these people complain and they say, oh, we don't like China, it's oppressive, but then they go and they do this. There's really no functional difference between this and Chinese social credit system. There's not.
I saw the video in Discord. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Early users of the app had to verify with a form of KYC, meaning they had to upload a photo of themselves and a ID, so government ID and a selfie.
They had to use their government ID to log in because they wanted to make sure that it was women. You see, there's going to be something like this on a much larger scale that I'm not, I guess I should state this. I don't want there to be online ID. I don't. But the inevitable thing is that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether we want it or not, it's going to happen.
Themselves to
and
verify
then you're going to see more people like this getting doxxed.
Their age and gender. This is because the T app was a woman-only platform. The uploading your identification feature was later removed at the end of 2023 and changed to simply allow you to upload a photo of your face on the app. In their terms of service, they promised that these images would be instantly removed as soon as the verification process.
Also, they lied. That's crazy. Well, I mean, why would they delete them? I mean, if they have pictures of your ID, you could sell that. It's data. There's so many countries that will gladly pay thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, for user data. Like, they're not going to delete that because they can keep it and sell it. Duh.
Then how did this happen?
Process finished. Well,
apparently, they all say that too. There's so many apps that are like, even YouTube. When you get into YouTube, if you want to do like certain things, they ask for your ID verification, and then they say that it won't be kept in the system. But you know for a fact that that's still in the system.
that didn't happen. This may not seem important now, but
the least you could do is keep it in the system, so that way if I have to re-verify myself, I don't have to take another picture of my ID. You're not fooling anybody by saying that it's not going to be kept in the system. We know it's going to be in the system. Just let me reuse it if I have to renew something, okay? That's all I'm asking.
Me, it plays a massive role later on in the video, because every single user that signed up at the time just had their personal information leaked online.
Because you do know, so like, it's actually not that hard to figure out who is online somewhere. They already do that. They can subpoena records like that. No problem. If you have an email and you have to sign into an account, your email is tied to a name. Your name is tied to an address. They got you. That's all there is to it. If you're browsing something on a signed-in web browser, they know what you've seen. It's not, you don't have any actual privacy online. Even if you're in a private browser, they can still see that. Anytime you Google something and it goes through your Xfinity box or your DirecTV or whatever box, and it gets uploaded to the cloud to do a search, they see all of it. They can pull it anytime they want. They don't even have to subpoena the Gmail. They can subpoena the fucking Xfinity box. Just like whenever you call somebody or you message somebody, you know that whenever you call somebody, if you say certain words, you get listed by the US government on a watch list for a certain amount of days. There is no privacy, whether you like to admit it or not. You can have whole text message records pulled from like T-Mobile or Verizon or Cricket. You can even do that with just by asking.
The T-App suddenly went viral in 2025, reaching #1 on the App Store, with a total of over 4 million women across America using the app. And this is
And I say this because if you're part of something like the T-App, be careful. Because this could happen to you. If you're watching some of these sketchy sites with all this weird shit on it, and you have to upload an ID or face verification, or you have to log in, be careful. They're watching. You don't think they are. You like to claim they're not, but they are.
That was fueled mostly by TikTok and media coverage. And I mean, it's a solid concept, so there was no doubt that it was going to go viral. But here's where things start getting a little bit sketchy and the cracks start to show. Even before the so-called hack or leak online, the app was drawing a lot of controversy over privacy, defamation, and people's overall opinion of the app.
That's really what it's going to boil down to, is how much defamation, because it has defamation for sure. The question is how much. And what's crazy is because everyone knows the IDs of the people that use this site, it opens them up for defamation. It opens up the individuals. So I'd get a lawyer.
I think that we have a huge privacy problem on the internet right now. And I don't think anybody really cares or knows enough about it to solve it. Right now, like, we have so many people that are effectively getting their privacy leaked, misrepresented, or taken advantage of constantly online. You have websites that are dedicated to spreading your personal information and distributing it to the public in mass, trying to take private information like people's phone numbers. They are driver's licenses, not really driver's licenses, to be fair, addresses, the cars they own, their, credit history, etc. And they're trying to put all of this stuff on the internet. And I, in my opinion, think that we need a huge overhaul of the internet privacy laws in general. Because right now, I think that we are in a very bad transitionary period between like where the internet was in 2006, where like, oh, well, you're putting your internet, the internet's like an alternate reality, right? Like nobody's using their real name. Everybody's just like, To
give you an idea, if you've seen Ready Player One, we spend as much time on the internet that they do in that game, that VR game that they played. Most people's lives are now online. ever since COVID, even more of that's been online because now you've got tablets, you've got students using tablets or laptops from school. You've got, people working from home now. You've got a lot of things going on where you are required to have internet. In fact, a solid majority of your life is now online, and you just don't realize it. If you're watching YouTube or you're not like on TV or you're playing a game even, you're on the internet.
Fucking Pussy Destroyer 420, and it doesn't really matter. But like now you have people that are using their real name, and the internet has a lot of genuine real consequences to it. And because of that, we need to have legitimate privacy laws, and we need to have these things that happen proactively. And I feel like the only time that it happens is when it's like some girl that had like revenge porn, right? Like, okay, sure, revenge porn is bad, but like, why don't we look at why are there massive databases on the internet where you can look up anybody's phone number based off of their name? Like what?
So like, I get where he's coming from with that, but phone books have been around for years. A phone book, you could find somebody's name and then look up their number. It used to be like that for years. Hell, for over 50 years, it was like that. Phone books were around for so long. They used to throw them on everybody's doorstep with the paper that they would get for free. Cool. So like, it's just kind of crazy.
Real benefit does it, like this is obviously
the only way this is going to change the only way this is going to change, by the way, with how much lack of privacy there is online, is if there is legislation passed. You see what's going on. This is the reason why I strongly believe that Senate members should have term limits, because when you've got these old dogs up in there that don't know shit about what's going on in the real world, because they don't, and you have somebody who's newer who understands the internet a little bit better, you can start making policies for the internet. You can't do that when you've got the same sitting members. Like, some of these people have been in there for over 60 years. How long have most of the Senate members had their seats? So there's newer people that are being put in, but I still feel like the solid majority of these people are just too fucking old to understand what's going on, because most of them, like the solid majority of them, have been in there for over like, what did it say here? It said some of them have served for decades. So it's like, we need newer people up in that bitch.
99% of the time. So like, why is there even a business model for this to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and this is true with addresses and everything like that, Yellow Pages. But what I'm saying is that Yellow Pages and the phone book, like, we're not in 1995 anymore.
We're not.
The world has changed. And in the same way that you did, I don't know, did you need a driver's license for riding a horse back in the day? I don't know if you did, but I certainly know you need one now. And as the world changes and it evolves, I think that so too should the laws and the regulations.
Yeah.
So no, you didn't. Exactly.
That's the problem. That's what's going on with a lot of stuff nowadays with the U.S. And I guarantee you that's the reason why the housing market is the way it is, why the cost of living is the way it is, like how everything costs so fucking much, how things keep getting higher and you're not really making as much, is because we have a bunch of rich dudes that are running the country and getting paid off by these corporations. So it's like, they're not going to put laws in effect because it affects their money. So why would they? Like, that's really what this is all boiling down to. Because what they can do, they don't want to put privacy laws on these sites because the sites can sell the user's data, and then the user data can go like a three-way split between the corporation and the a two-way split technically between the corporation and the senators who are advocating against privacy settings online. But it's crazy because a lot of they haven't even like talked about privacy online at all.
And
so that's kind of how you know that they're either completely oblivious to it because they're not online, or they just don't care.
So that's what I'm saying, is that data is money. Exactly. And that's why the government needs to regulate the amount of privacy violations that people experience on a daily basis. And I think that one main thing that they need to do is they need to change one fundamental paradigm. Right now, almost all privacy issues on the internet are opt-out. All invasions of privacy, you should have to opt into.
Yeah,
rather than opt out of. So the default should be that you're not on these lists. And if you want to choose to be on the list, that's fine, but that's your option. This is called common sense. Yeah, and so that's really the issue. GDPR.
I agree with what he's saying.
GDPR does this? No, I know you guys in the EU do it better. You do. You do it better. We don't do, like, you guys fuck around with migration and migrants. Like, you guys have big problems with that, but you don't have problems with this. And I wish that you guys would do what Trump is doing with the migrants. And I wish.
That's my cue to get up out of there when he starts talking about that kind of stuff. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I just had this realization about Boo Morphed again. So it won't be tomorrow that we watch the video. It'll probably be the next day. It'll probably be Friday. Because if he uploaded it 19 hours ago, let me see. Let me double check. Hold on. Because if he uploaded it, actually I can do it here. If he uploaded it 19 hours ago, that even put it. He's just now covering that? That's kind of crazy. Are you kidding me? Boom, morphed again. Here we go. Video. 10 hours ago, so not even. No, we can watch it. We can watch it tomorrow. Because 10 hours ago. I'm too tired to sit here and. What was 10 hours ago from now? It was 9 o'clock p.m., so no. We have to wait. No, we don't have to. Because if it was uploaded yesterday, he'll get the majority of his views today, and then we'll be able to watch it tomorrow. So no, we're good. We're good. Just ignore me. I was just double checking. There's something that I wanted to do. Damn, look at that guy right there. Don't copy strike me. Look at that guy right there. Man, that's crazy. Look at that badass. Look at that fishing badass, man. Bro, that's so pretty.
Something today. Peace out. Hey guys, we are finally out here. We just got out here. It is a.
But you don't think I don't watch some of your videos sometimes, man?
Beautiful day.
Yo, man, hit that like button.
So
bro,
calm.
That's gorgeous. Oh man, why you letting them go over there and get that damn ice cream, man? You know they're gonna be overcharging that.
Everybody's probably coming out today. Look at that.
Yeah, always overcharged.
Gorgeous. Very gorgeous. So, getting ready to throw my lines out there. Let's hope we catch something today, right? Catch something, I'll be letting you guys know. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys, if you're new, please subscribe. If you guys like the video and all that good stuff. Appreciate it. This is God and a Fish. I'll see you guys when I catch something. Or I'll give you an update. Peace out.
Man, you're killing it with them sunglasses.
Just checking in.
What kind of camera you got? Is that just a phone camera? That looks good.
Everything is wonderful still. It's nice.
Bro, those rocks
getting a little warmer.
Are perfect.
So far, we're just getting
clear sky. Was it hot out that day?
Fish are crowds chilling. But it is beautiful out here. You guys see real quick.
DJI Osmos 4. I've never heard of this. That's a good camera, apparently. Have I not heard of this? DJI Osmo 4. Oh, look at that. It's an action camera. It kind of looks like a... Oh, God, what's it called? I can't fucking think of it, man. It kind of looks like a, Bro. GoPro. It looks like a GoPro. There's a 5? Damn, how much is this little camera? Oh, that looks crazy. Yo, that's totally a rip from like... Oh, damn, that's an expensive camera. Yeah, I would say don't get a GoPro camera. I've had nothing but bad experiences with GoPro cameras. I think I've only had one, and the one that I had was the, it was actually a really expensive one. GoPro 360 cameras. I had the GoPro Max. And that was just a terrible camera, dude. It was just a bad camera. It was just so bad, man. Yeah, no, don't. If you ever think that you want to go pro, don't. They have a history of overheating and turning off. Batteries just dying for no reason. They have terrible, dude. Terrible. Fucking terrible. You can't use them as a camcorder. So, like, if you wanted to, like, do what I'm doing with this camera right here, you can't do that. You can't connect it to the computer and use it as a camcorder, which, by the way, is fucking stupid.
Beautiful, man. Gorgeous day. That's like one of the best days.
I think the newer versions you can, but still, you have to, like, do it a certain way that makes it, like, it's like an internet connection thing. It's not a direct connection. It's so dumb.
Yeah, but you gotta be out here. Because if you're not out here, then you're missing out. If you're not out anywhere.
Bro, what a great day to go fishing. It's beautiful out there, man.
There's my line.
I bet you get a lot of speeders down that road.
Hoping we catch something today. That would be great. So, if anything happens, I'll keep you guys updated.
Hey, you know what you should do? You should get yourself some traffic cones. Put them around your truck so that way, if some idiot's trying to, like, speed through, then they'll see the cones at the very least. You know, you won't risk your car getting hit. Because I bet on that road, people like to speed a lot.
Thanks for watching again.
Especially near that power plant over there.
Appreciate it. Please like the video. See you guys again in a bit. God and a Fish here. Guys, what's up? God and a Fish here again.
Bro, I hear that wind.
So
that
far,
sounds so
no
good.
look, as usual. But it's not about that, right? It's about coming out and enjoying everything. And that's what we're doing.
Okay, there's cops? Good. Hell yeah. Oh, is that a sandbar? Have you been to the sandbar over there? That looks like a sandbar.
So that's what's so cool. Anyway, let's give you guys a little... It's getting a little crowded here. Some people out there on the water.
You know what you should do? Because you know that they have cameras for, like, the fishing lines now, right? So, like, what you should do is try to get a camera for the fishing line, so that way if you catch something, you can, like, actually, like, pull the footage. I would just be so scared to lose that camera in there, dude. I would be terrified. That's nice. That right there, dude, that could be like a 24-hour stream. Just having, like, the wind blowing, the sound of the pelicans, and the water. Dude, I could fall asleep out there.
I want to zoom. Why are you not zooming? Oh, there. Couldn't figure that out. I'm chilling. Look down the road.
Oh, you got like a head attachment, like a helmet?
You guys little.
That's fun. Yo, I tried to talk the station that I worked at. I was like, dude, we got to get some cameras up in here. And the captain that I was with was like, I'd fucking love to do that because it shows the community, you know, what we do for them. Like, they know that we do a lot, but it really hammers it in that the fire department isn't there to judge, you know? They're there to help.
Here, we'll see what it looks like.
Like, to give you an idea, the difference in expectation between the fire department and the police department. So, like, a police department, if they go into somebody's house and they see, like, kilos of crack or something, obviously they're going to do a drug bust. But if a fire department goes into a house and they see drugs or something, they tell you don't talk about it. It never happened. And they tell you that because if somebody were to get hurt in some situation where it involved drugs or something, they want you to call them. They don't want people to die because you're scared. That looks so nice.
Oh, that's what it looks like on the edge.
Bro, that looks so nice.
Really cool.
You need to get yourself a boat.
There's definitely fish in there, but no one's biting.
Was it?
Our truck that we got. Finally, we're able to get a truck. Yeah, finally, we're able to get a truck. Well, I'm gonna pull these rods in, and probably my bait's probably gone already. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging in here for me.
They got away from you, huh?
So far, no, it's kind of. It'd be more exciting if I would catch something, wouldn't it? But that's fishing for you, man. I'm just out here for the fun too, though. So I'll update you guys a little bit. Got enough fish here. Peace out. Hey guys, got enough fish here. Well, a little update. Not much happened. Haven't caught anything. It's just been a nice day. Fish are not biting. It's kind of weird because it's so relaxed. Oh, either that or maybe we're in the wrong spot. Who knows, huh? But came out, had fun, still enjoying the sun. It's not hot. It's very, very deliciously cool. And it's a gorgeous day.
I think you're fine, man.
Look at that sun. Look at that.
Yo, what a great time to go to the fucking beach, man. Like, seriously. It kind of makes me want to go to the beach. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been so long since I've been at the beach. It's been a minute. Oh shit. I wanted to check on something. Hold on. I wanted to check on something. Let's see. Fuck. We have some new games? What the fuck? Ew. Yo, ain't this the horse game that got, like, something banned in the EU? What is this? Another Fortnite thing, huh?
All right, let's go!
Yeah, it'd be like that. What is this Season 6 thing? Are they adding, like a Horde mode? Or Chapter 6, Season 4? Shock and Awesome? Are they adding PvE to Fortnite Battle Royale? What's with all the trailers with the bugs for Fortnite? Are they adding PvE? You're singing Fortnite. Trailers are likely related to Chapter 6, Shock and Awesome, which launches August 2nd. Here's the season. Bug invasion theme. The trailer and teaser suggests a bug invasion as the main theme, with players encountering swarms of hostile insect-like creatures. The bug invasion will likely involve significant PvE player versus environment combat against these creatures, possibly even leading to a mid-season takeover by Megazord. There are reports of new weapons like the Swarm Strike. Okay, so it's supposed to be like a player versus environment. They don't want to make it player versus enemy. God forbid. Ha!
Let's go!
I don't even know who that is.
Come on,
Yo, that's like me whenever I play. Whenever I play like these online games like that, I'm good in multiplayer matches, but whenever you put me in like Warzone, dude, I fucking suck. They have so many playable characters. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Like, I would totally play... If I had a kid, I would play this with my kid. 100%. It's a great way to bond with your kid, dude. I fucking kid you not. You want to bond with a kid? It just goes to all you fucking shit parents out there that don't do this. Instead of saying, why you play the game all the time? Why don't you go outside? Well, why don't you play with them? Maybe they'd go outside if you'd play with them. Maybe they would actually, like, do things if you did things with them. That always kind of bothered me growing up as well, whenever they're like, well, why don't you go outside? Well, why don't you come out and play with them? Why don't you go out there and play with them instead of telling them what they should be doing? You should be doing it too. Can't tell you how many parents, fat asses, don't know how to take their ass outside and do something, that's a little bit more than sitting behind a damn TV. Like, That always bothered me. I would call my mom out on that too. She'd be like, why don't you go outside and play? And I'm like, well, you want to come out with me? She's like, no. Okay, then. Well, that's why. Because it fucking sucks out there. Especially whenever you're by yourself. There's nothing to do. I didn't have friends like that growing up, man. Okay, so that looked good, by the way. That trailer looked freaking awesome. I was trying to find the news. Hold on. I'm so like sidetracked right now. News. Governor Abbott pushes to vacate Democrat seats. Don't care. Jesus. Had enough of Russia moves nuclear subs to strike position. I've got something pulled up for that right now. I'm trying to see. Some of these are like old, man. Under investigation for TikTok controversy. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything that's new. So what did, where's he at? Damn, he's gone now. There he is. He was looking at something. Hold on. Warner Bros. Learn nothing from failure. Hire for new DC live action. Did I ever tell you?
Studio where we're unique.
Let me see if I can't find an article. Give me a second. So the last game that Warner Brothers made was Suicide Squad, and that was an absolute freaking flop. And it was live action. Can't see. Come on. Warner game. Let me see. What do we got? See, where is it at? Nope. All right, I think we found something. Warner Bros. Games is restructuring for its interactive entertainment endeavors. Its key franchise: Mortal Kombat, Harry Potter, DC, and Thrones. Was this uploaded? Oh, that ain't it. game. All these articles, there's like nothing. Video Game Chronicles. Okay, here we go. I think I finally found something. Finally found something, damn it. So, to give you an idea, how bad did the Suicide Squad game do? Widely considered a commercial and critical failure, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League faced a significant backlash, and it's widely considered a commercial and critical failure. Many reviews highlighted its repetitive gameplay, unsurprising story, and poorly implemented RPG mechanics. The game's launch was marred by controversy, including leaked cutscenes and technical issues. It also received criticism for its live service element and microtransactions, which some felt detracted from the overall experience. Ultimately, the game's poor reception led to financial losses for publisher Warner Brothers. This game was such a catastrophe because not only was it live service, but you had to pay to get it. It's terrible. So, the following Suicide Squad's flop, Warner Bros. Is hiring for another live service game. It's literally like these people just don't learn their lesson. They just don't learn their lesson. This one was terrible. It was empty. I've seen some snippets of gameplay. It was terrible. Despite the high-profile failure of Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, Warner Bros. Is hiring for a new live service game. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League was released last year and met with middling reviews and fan backlash. And let me tell you why. The main voice actor that played Batman. Now, I get that the game is what it is. It's just part of the game. DC does this quite a bit where they kill off superheroes. It happens a lot in their animated shows, in their movies. So this doesn't surprise me that they would make a game where obviously they would kill superheroes. People were upset, and I think this is not very valid, in my opinion. Hot take. That they killed off Batman, who the voice actor was their last voice acting, like anything, because they're dead. They died. It was their last thing, and they knew it was going to be their last thing. And the way they killed him off, people didn't like it. They didn't like that they killed him off, and it's like, it's just a game. It's probably was just supposed to stand as a solo game, but a lot of people were very angry about this. Rocksteady, the game's live service approach and take on the DC universe left fans unhappy, leading to weak sales and small player numbers, which it was bad. Like, I think a total of like 35 people were playing it like 2 weeks after it was launched. It was terrible. Now, a job listing for an upcoming project from Warner Brothers Games suggests that the company isn't finished with its attempt to establish a live service title in the DC universe. The job listing for an executive producer says that the successful applicant will lead the development of a high-quality AAA game based on one of the iconic IPs from the vast Warner Brothers DC Comics catalog. The job listing notes that this role includes overseeing all phases of development. I need to check something. Can I record a video, a article, and post it without facing copyright? Oh, dude, what is it with these people? So let me go down. Is that it? Okay, so no thanks. But yeah, the CEO, let's see, we're going to read some snippets of this because I don't want to sit here and go through the whole thing. The relaunch and evaluate shuttering of the multiverse. This led to the Warner Bros. CEO David Zalowski highlighting the games division as weak link for the company in its most recent financial results, where he said it was substantially underperforming its potential, which, by the way, it had no potential. It was a dumpster fire at launch. Let's be honest. Warner Bros. Discovery has said planning a follow-up to 2023's hit Hogwarts Legacy, which is kind of crazy because that had backlash, but the game was good. So, best-selling game ahead of Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I guess that's it. So, it just kind of blows my mind that these people are really trying to do this again. They're trying to make another live service games are dead. They're just dead. There's nothing there. Like, live service games are completely cooked. Like, there's no coming back from the live service games. They're done.
Clintons, what? What the hell is this? The House Oversight Committee is compelling the following individuals to appear for depositions through issued subpoenas. Former Secretary Hillary Clinton, former President Bill Clinton, former U.S. Attorney Merrick Garland, former FBI Director James... Bro, what?
News. House Oversight Chairman James Comer has just issued subpoenas in the Jeffrey Epstein case for the complete Epstein file and more for depositions from former officials. Those officials include former attorneys general Bill Barr, Loretta Lynch, Eric
Bill
Holder.
Barr, dude. We haven't seen Bill Barr since since Trump's first inauguration.
And Merrick Garland.
Man,
also,
we haven't seen from Bill Barr in a minute.
FBI directors Robert Mueller and James Comey. And
he's getting everybody but Osama, dude. Fucking Obama. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry.
Both of these people now, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton.
The Clintons will be receiving subpoenas to testify in front of the Oversight Committee.
So they're actually trying... Trump is trying to push for the Epstein files being made by these people. He's really trying to push this. I certainly hope that if this is true, that the people who did it go to jail. But I also still think that there's a lot of stuff that incriminates Trump on those files. So instead of doing this, why don't we just release the files? Because that's what this is really about. That's what it's always been about, Donald. It's always been about the files, Donald. Anytime you want to release these files, it'd be great. Anytime, man. You make life so much easier for yourself.
About information in the Epstein files. Wait, so they're going to make Bill Clinton testify about the Epstein files? What are subpoenas? It's basically like a legal request for information. Can the Clintons refuse? If you get called in front of Congress to testify, you have to.
And I think God the Fish is right. It's another fucking diversion. They're going to try and drag this out for the next 4 years and hope that at some point people are going to forget about the Epstein files. The thing is that we've already got confirmation from multiple people that have been on media that have said Trump is in these files and mentioned regularly at multiple points. There's a reason why there is a deterrence to release these files. He's hiding.
Do it, I think, no matter what. It doesn't matter who you
Bro's
are.
roaching out. We gotta find him and dig him up and fucking put him in the light.
That's like, yeah, you go to jail, exactly, right? Oh, this was crazy. This guy's going to be running for president soon.
Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile that it came into enormous wealth by very mysterious circumstances.
Let's not sit here and bullshit with ourselves. He didn't come into wealth from mysterious from mysterious. It wasn't fucking mysterious. Bro was hosting one of the biggest pedo islands in the entire fucking world and inviting some of the most powerful people on the globe. This could affect so many countries.
And had connections across the globe.
Exactly.
To very, very powerful people. And he was murdered.
He was the epicenter of it. This man was the center of everything and continues to be the center of everything.
Right before it was all about to blow up.
That's convenient.
It is, isn't it?
And now
really
there supposedly are no files that the American people can...
So hold on, wait a minute. So this... How the fuck do you hang yourself from that? They really don't think this shit's gonna pass, do they? There's no way.
And now
really
they're supposed
You don't understand how hard it is to, like, strangle yourself, even when you try to hold your breath, your body fights you. You can't hold your breath until you pass out. It's not possible. So, like, if you're trying to do something that involves, strangulation like that, your body on instinct is going to try and undo it. That's why a lot of people, when you find them, they're like dangling, So whenever I see it like propped up on the bed like that, I'm kind of like, that doesn't seem right. It's just on the side of the bar. Like, come on.
Are no files that the American people can see to explain.
Unless this guy was like 3'2", I don't see how that would work.
All of that. When he says to his followers, like, you're no supporter of mine if you keep talking about Epstein.
I don't think you understand how hard it is to, like, I'm going to call it dangle yourself in a prison cell. It doesn't have, like, above light fixtures, so, like, it's really fucking hard to do. I don't know if you understand. Like, it's not...
Yeah. What do you think was in the files?
Oh, that's a good place to cut it. Damn. He's cooking? What's he cooking, though?
Hopefully, he's cooking the U.S. government. Crack. And it's going to pop like a bag of popcorn.
He's cooking crack. That's right. That's right.
Let me use the bathroom again. Stomach hurts, man. It hurts. We bake. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do it. Okay, should be good now. Holy shit. Oh, it's the wrong mouse. Where's my other mouse? Here it is. Blah. Okay, here we go. I need to go to IMD Aviation and get us a video. This looks fun. Okay, there we go.
President Trump speaking with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky as U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff prepares for a very important round of peace talks in Moscow tomorrow. And President Trump is looking to cripple Russian oil profits if Putin ignores his...
That's what I had said yesterday that that one news the news place didn't talk about. Trump's going to implement tariffs that are going to cripple Putin, not to mention that he moved the nuclear subs into the area around Russia. So it puts Russia in nuclear striking range.
Friday deadline. Remember, he said 10 days ago, tomorrow. Now they've got 10 days, not longer than that anymore, to come up with a plan to end the war in Ukraine.
Putin will stop killing people if you get energy down another $10 a barrel. He's going to have no choice because his economy stinks.
With that, we bring in General Jack Keane, retired four-star.
Bro is playing with fire. Now, I do think that Russia is obviously the aggressor because they're trying to take the Ukraine. And the only reason why we're even doing it this way, as opposed to doing what happened in, what's the name of that fucking place? I need to... What happened with Israel and Pakistan? Where's the Iron Dome located? Israel. What country was launching missiles at Israel? Iran. So, like, Israel and Iran, they were able to take out targets inside of buildings using missiles, like tactical missiles, that went into the apartment building, blew up the apartment, and took out targets. And then you also had what happened to their nuclear facilities because they were the aggressor. We can't do that with Russia because Russia is a superpower, meaning it has nukes. So any attack on Russia is grounds for war. And whether it's nuclear or, ground, either one of these is really bad. Because when you do that, it's not just Russia you have to deal with. You have to deal with a lot of countries.
General, chairman at the Institute for the Study of War and Fox News senior strategic analyst. General, always good to have you with us.
This could either be World War III or a nuclear war.
Your thoughts on that comment and on Witkoff's meeting and how significant this is as we get close to the end of the 10-day window that Trump recently shortened it to for Russia?
Well, it's quite significant, Martha. I mean, the president, has made...
Trump is trying to cripple Russia's oil and gas by putting tariffs that will raise the cost of gas and oil like 10x to try and cripple them.
Two critical decisions recently. One is to increase the military assistance from the United States to Ukraine, and also take the American taxpayer off the table in terms of funding that. The Europeans are going to fund it. It's our equipment. They're going to give it to the Ukrainians, and much more of that to follow. And then the second thing is what we're talking about this week, and that is likely Putin, I doubt, is going to come to the table and agree to a temporary ceasefire, which is the major condition, and likely the president's going to impose tariffs and sanctions. And what's Putin up to here? I mean, he tried to break the president's will and resolve here by dragging out the negotiations, frustrating him, and he wanted the president to walk away, to sort of give up on this. And he's trying to do the same thing with Zelensky by escalating the war on the people and killing more people every single day as a result of that escalation, so that the people would put pressure on Zelensky to break his will and give up and make major concessions. Quite the opposite has happened. The president has doubled down in the sense he's not breaking his will, certainly. He increased his resolve here to pursue Putin and force him to the negotiating table. And the people in Ukraine are...
You see, the problem that I can see with this is that Putin wants that land. The question is what is he willing to do to get it? Because this is what, the third time now we've come to the treaty table, and the first two times we got nowhere. Like, what are we doing at this point? Like, it seems kind of like we're fighting somebody who, or we're not fighting, we are trying to make bread with somebody who is not willing to make bread with you. They're eating steak. So, and I don't necessarily think that this is gonna, it's just not gonna end well. And like you can't necessarily blame Putin, because the Ukraine was originally Russia's land, but at the same time, that was so long ago. Let me see. When did Russia give up the Ukrainian land? How did the Ukrainians become part of that land? Maybe I'm wrong. I heard it from somebody who lived over there. Ukraine National, Russian Revolution, World War One. The Ukrainian National Consensus and calls for autonomy or independence following Russian Revolution. World War One, Ukraine briefly declared independence as the Ukrainian People Republic, being part of the Soviet Union as the Ukrainian USSR. So they were part of the USSR. Not USSR, SSR. But then they declared independence. So,
quite remarkable.
It does make you wonder, because they joined Russia originally. Like, what happened?
They all would vote tomorrow to end the war if it could end. But at the same time, they have united...
Why does Russia want this land so damn bad? Why does Russia want the Ukraine so bad? February 20, the Russo-Ukrainian War began February 2014 and is ongoing following Ukraine's revolution of dignity. Russia occupied and annexed Crimea from Ukraine. It then supported Russia's paramilitary, who began a war in the eastern Donbas region against Ukrainian military. Relations between the two countries became hostile after 2014 Ukrainian revolution, which was followed by Russia's annexation of Crimea from Ukraine, and the war in Donbas, in which Russia blocked the separatist fighters of the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. So there's been blood boiling there for a while. And I guess Putin and the Ukrainian people are just done with each other. And, you know, whenever you're right next to them, I could see how this is a problem. You see, 2,000 years ago, this would have been solved pretty easily by just letting them fight it out and seeing who gets the land, honestly. Like, at this point, it kind of seems like they're just not compatible together. So they should do like what North and South Korea do and, like, have a border where no one's allowed to cross. Like, let's be honest here.
And they're making no demands on Zelensky other than he keep as much corruption out of his government as possible. But they're supporting his efforts and being steadfast against the Russians. So where are we? Well, we know
we're in limbo, and we're stuck trying to figure out who's going to fork the bill. That's where we're at.
It is a one commodity economy, Martha. It's about oil, to a lesser degree, gas.
Mm-hmm.
And we know these major countries are buying it at reduced prices that are helping Putin. Putin has gone to a war-fighting economy. And that means everything he's putting into, not totally, but just about all of it, is to make certain he has the war-fighting materials. If that revenue begins to go down dramatically, and it will, not immediately, but it will, in time, that revenue is not going to be there for him to be able to produce the products he needs to sustain himself in the war.
Yep.
And that is a major issue.
I want to ask you about this. You know, in terms of who's buying cheap Russian oil, we know India's on that list. President not too happy with the way that that's rolling out. I want to ask you about this, though. Zelensky saying that mercenaries from, you know, we had heard about North Korea, China, Pakistan, and parts of Africa are all fighting alongside Russia right now. And then you've got on the other side of the coin, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands all helping Ukraine. That's a lot of countries now involved on either side of this equation. And then
Jesus Christ. So yeah, like what countries are backing what countries are backing
just
Russia?
Just moments ago, the State Department's approving a potential sale of repair and sustainment support.
Hold on. What countries are backing what countries are backing Russia in the Ukrainian war? While the Ukrainian war is primarily between Ukraine and Russia, several countries have publicly or discreetly provided support to Russia. This includes Belarus, which allows Russia forces to operate from its territory. Additionally, North Korea has been directly supplying Russia with troops, weapons, and ammunition. Iran has also been providing Russia with military support, primarily the form of drones. China, while not directly providing weapons, has become a key enabler of Russia's war efforts through its no limits partnership and support for Russia's defense industry. So they have just about the same amount of people. This could be another World War scale event. Why is it always on that side of the fucking world? Like, what's going on here, guys? Is it like the climate? Are you guys just pissy with each other because of the climate? Like, what's going on with the other side of the world? Why are people so aggro over there?
For the howitzer
3 times now this has happened.
More $203 million coming from the U.S.
You guys think I'm kidding? This could be World War III. This could be another world war.
I know that's a lot, but
we could literally be witnessing history unrolling as we speak.
Quick thought on how these two sides are lining up, if you can, General.
Yeah, well, the thing that's been very encouraging are the Europeans. I mean, people thought the Europeans were going to fold early on, and they haven't. They have said at the last meeting in Rome, money is not going to be an object for us. We are all in on this. We are going to make certain that this turns out right. And you can see these countries are really stepping up and want to do as much as they possibly can for Ukraine. That is encouraging, and certainly what the president is doing with the United States, I think, is going to be quite decisive in the long run.
Yeah, they've stepped up in a way under this.
This is gonna be crazy to actually watch. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy thing that's gonna unfold, and we're gonna be around to watch all of it. Hopefully, as long as things don't get nuked. Okay, so the average American is fucked, boys. That's just how it is. And to be quite frank, he's absolutely right. The title of this video does not lie.
Chad, I've had many clips of this go viral where I talk about how money doesn't hit the same as it used to.
Nope.
Even today, I said that $1 million isn't a lot.
I remember back when $100,000 meant that you had like $1 million, had a couple $1 million in today's market. If you had $100,000, you were filthy fucking rich. But what's crazy is that I watched as a kid $100,000 shrink from then to now, where you could have a couple $1 million and still not have enough money to get everything you need to be successful and happy in life. And it's great. And like, we're talking about like a lump sum, not like a yearly thing, like a lump sum, I won the lottery kind of deal, right? Now you could be making over $100,000 a year and still not be able to afford a house. Like $50,000 or $60,000 used to be like you were rich. That was good money. Now you can make over $150,000 and still not be able to make enough to support a family.
And what's crazy is people don't understand why I'm saying that. And the reason why I'm saying that is $1 million today, comparatively to what it was in the 1990s, $1 million today, or sorry, $1 million in 1990.
We're talking about the span of only 30 years. In 30 years, that's crazy.
Was the same as around $2.6 million of today.
Yep.
$1 million was enough where you could quit your job and live off it and live lavishly your entire life.
Not to mention that when you got that kind of money, you would be able to put it in a bank. And then the bank would give you interest that would be like $5,000 a month. Like you could live off the money from the interest alone without ever having to touch that $1 million. But now, when you put money like that in a bank, you don't get interest like that. It doesn't happen anymore.
90s. Today, the average human life costs $3.3 million living modestly.
Yep.
$1 million doesn't even take care of a third of your life. And I think it's crazy how inflation has gotten so terrible that essentially what used to be expected of a normal life, which is, and I'm sure you guys all thought about this, when you think of a normal life, you think you work a job,
yep,
you get a wife, you have 3 kids, you have a house, and you have a car, maybe even a dog. Nope.
Nowadays, if you want to, for example, I was a firefighter. I made about $60,000 a year. I was trying to get a house. I had 720 credit. They told me that they were going to charge me 5% interest on a $130,000 house. And I said, you're fucking crazy. 5%. What is 5% on a $130,000 house? That's weird. So whatever, I had somebody sit down and do it for me. The estimate was like almost $200,000 by the time I got done paying it. It added like a stupid amount. And the person that I talked to, she was like, that's kind of high, because she got hers for 3%. And so now you're paying what is essentially, because you don't just pay for the house. Now, if you actually own a 3-bedroom house, you have to pay for HOA fees, which is probably about $900 a month, or $900 a year. You have to pay that like at the end of the year. Is it 9? No, it's like 400. I'm sorry. It was like $400 a year. You pay for the house insurance, which you have to have in order to get the mortgage. You have to pay for like a whole bunch of shit, and you pay for it monthly. So by the time you get done, you're paying about $1,400 a month on your house, right? That's just for the mortgage in the house. Now, let's say you need a good car to get back and forth to work. So now you've got to take out another loan, and let's say you're making like $4,000 a month. So, like, let's say $1,400 of that is already going towards your house. Then you got to take out another loan to get a good car that's going to run. My car note was probably about $500 a month, not including insurance, by the way. Insurance, because they're fucking scumbags, was about $200 a month. So that's already $700. Wait, it's 5, 6, yeah, $700 a month on top of that. So from $4,000, now we've got, let's see, let's do some math here. Let's put some math together. So let's do some calculations. So we do some calculations. So this is to keep track because I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet, by the way. I'm not fucking done yet. So we got 400 plus 700. So we're already at $2,100. That's already half of our income right there. Gone for the month. That's half right there. Fucking gone. Out the window. Done. Killed. Dead. That's already over half. It's $2,100. That's not including your utilities. If you have a house, typically it's about $200 to $300. So let's add that. So that's going to be $2,400. It's typically about $300. It's Texas, so it stays hot the majority of the fucking year because we hate ourselves. So that's $2,400. Now, let's get down to groceries. Groceries is probably about, I want to say like at least $200 a week. Plus 200. Oh, by the way, you have a student loan. Oh boy. So now you have to pay the student loan back. That is typically $94 a month for me, but you don't want to do minimum payments because you'll be paying on that shit for the next 100,000 fucking years. So let's do with a minimum of about $150. Let's do that. That is low. Let's be more reasonable. Let's do 200. Let's do 200. Oh shit. Plus 200. You're already at 2,800. So now that we've got that done, we've got to do the see, we did gas is like, I think gas was like $90 plus 90 plus we did the electric. We're gonna have to do the internet. The internet was about $160. Then so now we're at $3,050. Cell phones, that's another $200 fucking dollars, because if you want to have a decent phone, you know, which is crazy because I had a discount for my Magenta Max plan for T-Mobile. So I had a discount because I was a first responder. So I got a discount. The discount gave me unlimited talk, text, and data for, I think, a couple lines with no threat of being throttled. Mine was like $150, but now it's like $200 because I got a newer phone. So let's go with like $200. Son of a bitch, I did it again. Plus 200. And then we do, so that's already 3,250. This is by me. This is me risking my life to save some poor soul in a burning building. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. They want to call me a hero. No, I'm not. I'm fucking poor. $3,250 out of a $4,000 a month income gone on basic fucking bills. So far. So far. We're not done yet. I just did the phone bill. The internet. Did I do the internet? Let me see. You got to do the water bill. The water bill is usually, at least for a house with just one person, wasn't that expensive. But if you want a family, you're looking at least $100 a month on water. How much you pay on your water, God and the Fish? How much you pay on your water normally? I did gas already. I did the internet. How much you normally pay for your water? And that's just for one car. If you're married, you better hope that your partner is able to afford their part. Because this is just on what would have been my income. And by the way, this is at a 3% interest. This isn't at a 5% interest on loan for the mortgage. Let's say, so about $100. He's got a kid, he's got a family, so we'll put it at $100. Okay? So we're already at $3,350. We're not including actual driving gas in that. Now, my car had a really good gas mileage. I usually paid, I want to say I paid at least, at the most I paid was $25 to $30. But that's like maybe like once a week, because I had to drive kind of far. So I'll put it at 30. So plus 30, that's 3,380 now. And so that gives you, there's still more. I finally was able to get on insurance, so I didn't have to pay for my medicine out of pocket, but I did have to pay for the actual psychiatrist visit every 3 months. So if you divide, what is that? Let me take that. I'm going to copy that. So what is 150 divided by 3? So that's $50 a month. So we'll go ahead and factor that in. Paste. Plus $50 a month. So now we're at $3,430. What else? I know I'm missing something. I know I am. Got the phone bill, we got the internet, the electricity. If you own a house, you have to keep in mind that there's a chance that something could get fucked up. Like we had to pay for a brand new AC unit because the fucking AC unit went out. That was like a $2,000, $3,000 fix. I added my student loans in there, car note, car insurance. Health insurance was taken out and free for me, but I'm lucky. Most people have to get that shit taken out. So, actually, how much is your health insurance? Because I'd imagine you have to have yours taken out, right? So how much do they charge you per month, per week, actually, for your health insurance that they take from your check? They have to give, firefighters have to be given cancer coverage because the likelihood of getting cancer is like 65% for most firefighters. You're guaranteed to die of cancer. Like, and what's even crazier is that the department that I worked at was supposed to have family coverage, but towards the end of my employment there, they had to drop the families that were on the coverage because it was costing them like $800 a month. So, like, the captain that I worked with, he had to drop his family off the coverage because it was so fucking expensive to add people. It's just, like, out of a $4,000 income of risking my fucking life, I'll have about $560. No. Nuh-uh. Hold on, give me a second. There's a method to this. 4,000 minus. $3,430. I'll have $570 that I have to keep aside. And this is without kids. For the most part. Like, if you rent rooms out, you could get your mortgage lowered. And this is on a 3% mortgage interest. Most of the places now, they charge 5 and above on interest for your mortgage. And this is if you get a fixed 30-year one as well. Like, that's just crazy to me. So, like, if you blow a tire, keep in mind, if anything happens, you're hosed. If your kids go to the hospital and you don't have insurance, you're fucked. They'll charge you thousands. If you like, you have about $570 worth of wiggle room. And that's being generous. Because you have to keep in mind, that's if your partner is able to take care of themselves, if they have their own vehicle, their own insurance, and you're not having to pay for any of that. That's if your vehicle is new, which I did factor in a brand new vehicle. And that's if nothing goes wrong, like you bursting a tire because you have to spend like $800 to get a new tire. Or you could try to, like, jerry-rig it with one of those tire patching kits. And that, like, it's just crazy. But the fact that you have to make, like, $4,000 and above a month just to be able to afford anything, that just shows how broken this system is. And that's for somebody who only has an $8,000 student loan as well. Obviously, the more the student loan, the more you'd have to pay. Like a teacher, that shit's a joke.
The normal life anymore. The new life is you work until you're 70.
Yep.
You stay single. You live in a bachelor apartment, and then you die. There's a phrase that I often like saying, which is, life sucks, and then you die. Yep. And with the current economy, it's exactly that. Yep. I think it's horrifying, and I hate to be doomer-pilled about this, but $1 million really doesn't hit like it used to. And I want to remind you guys, in the 1990s, a double cheeseburger at McDonald's was 75 cents.
No, dude, they had dollar menus at McDonald's and Burger King. They had competition with each other. But you know what happened? These monopolies got together at a table and said, why are we fucking ourselves when we can be fucking them? That's exactly what happened.
25, it's $4.18. Mm-hmm. It is getting harder and harder.
No, the new chicken sandwich that they sell at Burger King, that fire one, it's $10 fucking for a fucking sandwich. A hamburger. It's $10. I saw that price, I was like, fuck no, we ain't paying for that. Absolutely not.
Harder for the everyday average Joe to live. And I think that's fucking terrible. Not to mention the government is taking 12% of the money that people earning below $35,000 a year make. And I think that's fucking ridiculous.
It is expensive to be poor. They take more taxes from poor people than they do rich people.
So let's watch a video. 1955 versus 2025. Who actually had it better? Let's see how it was. And let's see how it is.
Not to mention now with all the competition on the market, it is so saturated with people trying to be millionaires. It is like raising your hand at a mega concert crowd. You want to get picked, but you know that the chances are very small. Dang, bro. That sucks. If you gotta go, that's all right, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Not a whole lot happening today.
I lived in 1955. Here I am in 1975. And 1995. 2015.
And it's crazy because they had TV shows that showed that you could have an entire family on one income. Like, you have Married with Children, you have, like, a lot of sitcoms that had that. Like, the best example is Married with Children. And it blows my mind that They don't even try to bring that stuff up in any of the shows now. Like, Al Bundy would make fun of it and be like, yeah, I own it. But now they don't even want to talk about it because they know how fucked it is.
Yep.
And then today, I'm going to put myself in the shoes of a middle income earner in all of these decades to answer a very important question about the United States. Is the average American better off today than they were all these decades ago?
Prediction? I think we're fucked. I think the average quality of life...
If it keeps going the way it's going without laws in place for these monopolies, it's going to destroy the U.S. Things will be so bad that it's just not even going to be possible to live in the U.S. anymore. And people are like, I notice this a lot online. People are like, move away from where you're at. How far do you have to move away from a city so you could fucking afford it? Like, you do realize that saying move doesn't solve the overarching problem. That eventually you're going to get priced out of where you're at as well. You do realize this, right? That if you move out farther to where houses is cheaper, which, by the way, isn't even a fucking thing anymore. No matter how far out you go, it's still expensive. You're eventually going to get priced out of that neighborhood regardless. It's going to happen because you have people that are like, well, you just move. Okay, but well, how many times do you have to move before you're looking at a fucking coastline and you realize, maybe we have a fucking problem?
On the normal human being is the lowest it's ever been. That's my opinion. So thank God we have this phone rotting away our brain to distract us from how depressing and miserable the actuality of today's world is.
Does the typical American make more money, have a better chance of owning a home? It's an important question because this graph shows...
Yeah, imagine owning a home in 2025 while not being a millionaire. Yeah, fucking right. Even to be fair, my net worth is probably 2, maybe 3 mil. Even me, I'm considering renting. There is no way the normal American is buying a house in 2025.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking right. Not to mention loans being 7% interest right now is insane.
Oh, no way. It's 7 now? Holy fuck. Oh, God. It went up in a year to 7? Holy shit. I was looking back in like 2023? 2024-ish? No. Yeah, right around there, actually. Jesus.
That our economy has grown immensely since the 50s. I mean, we've got the largest economic pie on Earth. And even when you account for inflation and the fact that our population has grown, you still see immense growth. I mean, look at this. We've added tons of prosperity in this country that theoretically every person is entitled to some part of. Or, as some economists put it, has our country produced shared prosperity?
When I think about how well the economy delivers, I think about how well it delivers for the people, for the workers and their families. How well are they receiving that prosperity?
I'm going to show you how all of this economic prosperity we've created has been shared or not shared.
Maybe I'm just doomer pilled. I really feel like we're fucked. I really do think we're fucked.
I think we are as well.
And
yo, Chad, I want you to be honest. Type 1 if you have under $1,000 in your bank account. Type 2 if you have more than $1,000 in your bank account. I really
Why? I believe that answering these key questions is incredibly important for the future of this country, which is why we...
It's fucking so much worse than that, because now women don't want to be trad wives. No woman wants to have kids, and men can't make enough money to support a wife and kids.
No.
So wherever...
That's the crazy part, is that a lot of people that are genuinely successful, they have like a foundation from a family. I think this is all I'm going to say about this. They have a foundation from a family where their parents already have a house and it's either paid off or it's, they're in the process of doing so. They have a business, a family business. Typically, that's how people get jobs now, because they know somebody. And it all circles around that now. You have to know somebody. So people like me who have nobody, my mom never did anything. She beat the shit out of me, and she kept a lot of, the best way I could describe it is I had no siblings, no future for me. I would have told my mom to give me up for adoption if I had known that this is how my life would have turned out. Because trying to even get a job nowadays is absolutely demeaning when it comes to who you know, and just the struggle is real, man. The American struggle is real. And the more that the government likes to ignore it, the more it becomes a problem. And they're probably not going to change it anytime soon. Because they just don't understand it because they're rich as well. So that's all I really wanted to say about that. So this new law punishes women who cheat.
Fraud law approval. Okay, let's see.
How this isn't already a thing, I don't know. I feel like if you're caught cheating, and regardless of the spouse, they should be able to take the house, the whatever they need, and the kid, because you're a cheater. You're a piece of shit. No one likes cheaters. And I love the comments that some of these fuckers give, like, well, they gave up a good woman because of one mistake, and it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Seriously.
And I know a lot of people.
Oh, I can't listen to this.
A lot of people.
I can't listen to this.
Just give up on life and not want to find a.
Why the fuck would you have 7 kids and not be able to take care of any of them?
Already covered this. Damn. All right, let's hit this video up, and then we're gonna call it. Be a shorter day today. Is what it is.
The U.S. Navy operates over 70 active destroyers, mostly Arleigh Burke class, forming
Arleigh
the
Burke class
largest and
destroyers, baby.
Most capable destroyer fleet in the world. Each Arleigh.
You know what's crazy? Every time they shoot one of those missiles, how much money does it cost to shoot a missile off an Arleigh Burke class destroyer? My God, a standard SM-6 is like $4 million per missile. I love how we got the money to sit here and do this, but
Burke class destroyer costs around $1.8 billion
mentality
to build and displaces close to 9,000 tons, reflecting its cutting-edge tech and multi-mission flexibility. USS Paul Hamilton, DDG-60, is the 10th Arleigh Burke class destroyer.
Let me see. How many Arleigh Burke class destroyers are there for the U.S. Navy? There's 74. That's it? I thought we maybe would have more.
Commissioned on May 27th, 1995.
Damn, some of these are
named
old.
After Paul Hamilton, the 3rd U.S. Secretary of the Navy. The ship displaces roughly 8,300 tons at full load.
Jesus.
Stretches 505 feet long and is driven by 4 General Electric LM2500 gas turbines that push speeds over 30 knots. USS.
I heard it gets really, really loud on the deck of a Navy ship, like because of the water and the spray of the mist. I heard it gets really fucking loud.
Paul Hamilton usually carries 280 to 330 crew members, including about 30 officers and between 250 to 300 enlisted sailors. These sailors are divided into departments like operations, engineering, combat systems, supply, and administration.
I wonder how many captains they have on. How many people can actually drive the Arleigh Burke class destroyer who work actively on the ship at the same time? People are involved in the operation of the Arleigh Burke class destroyer. It is not a single driving function like a car. The ship's navigation and movement are managed by a team of bridge watchstanders, including the officer of the deck, OOD, the conning officer, and helmsman, among others. Total around 5 to 10 personnel that can actually, like, do that.
Really hectic. Things change at a drop of a hat. We could be called upon to go anywhere at any time. And there's very few of us on these ships. It's exciting, it can be boring, but always dynamic.
Do they have, like, Wi-Fi, I wonder? Do Arleigh Burke-class destroyers have Wi-Fi? Yes. Arleigh Burke-class destroyers typically have Wi-Fi capabilities, primarily for crew morale and operational needs. Well, hot damn. So you can play some console games on there, so it's not that bad.
Watchstanders operate around...
Bro, I bet you get so close to the people that are on that fucking ship that you become like family.
Clock, cycling through shifts to monitor navigation, engineering, and combat readiness. Training is constant. Crew members run drills and simulations to sharpen skills in areas like damage control, firefighting,
oh, we got firefighter
response.
Oh, does it have like its own fire team?
On U.S. Navy destroyers.
Hold on. You have the tick? Oh, he does. He has a tick. So the tick is used to locate fire. It's like a heat tracer. You locate fire within walls. They got like the full bunker set up. Yeah, they got like structure firefighter set up. Holy crap.
On U.S. Navy destroyers, bathrooms called heads are tight, stainless steel spaces built purely for function.
Obviously. Well, I mean, they've got to put so much on that ship. I imagine like a lot of the crew quarters are like really compacted. Probably isn't a lot of room to do anything.
The ship's gym is tucked into a small compartment filled with treadmills, bikes, free weights, and benches. Workouts are essential to meet Navy fitness standards and help maintain strength, endurance.
Yeah, we typically had to do like a 30-minute workout, 30-minute to an hour workout every day at our station. We had, they wouldn't allow us to bring our own weights because people were getting hurt, I guess. I don't even know. But you couldn't bring like dumbbells. They didn't have dumbbells in it, which I thought was really stupid. They didn't have bench press. They had like an ab machine. They had a treadmill, and then they had like some weird ass like, it's like those machines that you see where you can do pull-ups on it, but then it's got like all the wire and shit that they could do like 6 or 7 workouts that were all really weird. It was like a standing machine. It was a weird machine. It was so weird.
Stress relief during deployments. Because of space limits, gym access is scheduled in shifts, so everyone gets time to train.
Bro, that's so good for your abs.
Many machines serve multiple purposes, like cable units and dumbbells, to make the most of limited space.
So like, what's interesting about this machine right here is that you can actually put, it has cables, and it also has the weights. So like, you can have like that resistance.
Berthing areas are tight. Enlisted sailors sleep in triple-decker bunks, while officers get small staterooms.
Jesus.
Here it is. This is home. I can sit up in it, which is pretty nice, because otherwise you're kind of constricted to this little, like, tinder box of
that
glove.
Sucks.
And we're allowed to have, like, an 8x11 sized area for family photos, or your kitty cat, your doggy, goldfish, whatever you want. We each have our
Bro, they up in there capsulated like the fucking some of the apartments in fucking China, dude.
These are emergency escape breathing devices, just in case you know, bad business happens, lights go down, there's a fire and smoke, we can clock that guy on, and we've got good breathing air for about 15 minutes to be able to egress out of this space and topside. These are hurricane straps that keep us inside the beds. I'm sure the more tinier folks, there's a little bit more margin for error.
Huh. It's all right. You know, you just got to remember where you are, because if not, you know, you'll wake up and hit your head. It's not too bad. It's...
Jesus, man, that is so small. God damn. It's so fucking small, man. Jesus. Bro, I'd imagine if you're like a taller, bigger dude, that's gotta fucking suck.
It's really not. Just hop in there, you know, like, literally.
Like him, I bet he has a lot of trouble.
Bam. Right on in, you know?
It's so tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it's so tiny. Dude, there's no way he doesn't turn over at night and like, just get mad and elbow the wall.
Honestly, somebody told me this when I first entered the Navy. Literally the best sleep you'll ever get because the ship's rocking, so. Even if it's like 3 or 4 hours, it's probably some of the best sleep you'll ever have.
Really? That's kind of cool.
Each day follows a tight routine of shifts, training,
Ooh, they leaning,
and a bit of personal time to keep 24-hour operations running. The galley operates non-stop, serving 3 main meals and offering midnight rations, for the overnight watch.
Ooh,
oh, nice.
We've got chicken wings. We've got mozzie sticks.
Why does she talk like that?
We ain't got no mozzie sticks. We've got jalapeno poppers and pizza.
Menus cater to different dietary needs, offering entrees, sides, salads, and desserts for balanced nutrition.
I bet there ain't no shit in that ain't supposed to be in there. Probably get the good stuff.
Recreation is modest, usually limited to a library and
oh my God, he's got a sextant. Holy shit. They actually still use that?
And a few TVs.
Bro, I figured with all the electronics that we have nowadays, there'd become some kind of system that would work. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I guess they have to keep up, like, in case something happens, I would assume. But I mean, it's not like that bitch is gonna grow sales.
Crew can stay in touch with family via email and occasional phone calls when the ship's mission allows.
Damn.
Religious services and chaplain support are available on board to offer counseling.
It's kind of interesting that they keep the religious stuff in, like, you know, like the Navy and some of the military places. Because you would think that they would try to take away from that, especially with the whole, like, objective thinker thing. If you don't know what that is, Mike Tyson was able to sue the U.S. government because they put him in jail because he was an objective thinker, I believe that's what that's called. It's where, like, you can't kill somebody. And they were able to put him in jail because of that, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what happened. Why did Mike Tyson sue the U.S. government? Instances where he has been involved in legal disputes related to U.S. government entities. Oh, I guess I'm thinking of something else. So, what is... what is an objective thinker? No. Okay. So what is it called whenever you don't want to hurt somebody, but you join the U.S. military? Conscientious objector. That's what it's called. They're allowed. They feel like they should serve in the military, but in a non-combative way, like as a medic. Objective. Is it objective thinker? A conscientious objector. Jesus fuck. I can't get that. I can't seem to get that together.
Spiritual care.
Hey.
The ship's sick bay handles routine medical needs and emergencies, staffed by trained medical personnel. Mental health support is part of onboard care, helping sailors cope with stress from extended deployments and tight quarters.
I bet that shit gets really fucking on your nerves after a while. Because of like, if you have like a phobia of being in tight spaces, I'm sure they work with you on that whenever they're putting you through boot camp and stuff. But man, I could not imagine.
Mail arrives during port visits or underway replenishment, letting sailors receive packages and letters from home.
That's pretty cool.
Destroyers were born in the 1890s, built to defend battleships against fast-moving torpedo boats. The first destroyers, known then as torpedo boat destroyers, were launched by the British Royal Navy in 1893 to 1894, the Havoc class. The U.S. Navy followed with its first destroyer, USS Bainbridge DD-1, commissioned in 1902.
What an awesome name.
Fire drills happen weekly or more.
Yeah, that's the thing with especially if you're like on these particularly. We did these a lot whenever I worked at the fire services. Like, you have to stay in check. You can't stop training. They train constantly, probably every single day. I guarantee you, there's at least a group that trains. Like, not every. So, like, for example, they probably have, like, 3 teams. So, like, every day they probably hit a new team. So, like, if it's Monday, they'll hit that team. It's Tuesday, they hit that team. If it's Wednesday, they hit that team, if that makes any sense.
The crew is always ready for one of the most dangerous threats at sea.
Live fire. Like, actual, like...
Every sailor has a fire party role.
Okay,
Hose
so
team,
firefighter.
Boundary setter, communicator, or medical responder.
Damn, so not only do they have to be sailors, they got to be firefighters too. They got to suit and boot real quick.
Drills often include artificial smoke, blackout conditions.
That's cool.
And simulated damage to test how crews respond under pressure.
So a lot of people think that the cloth, now it does have to be under the suit whenever you put the suit on, but you don't necessarily need it whenever you're in a certain types of conditions. You don't need the suit. The hood helps protect your neck from burns because it is a very sensitive area that is very subjective to burns, especially if you're standing. But the face mask has its own suction onto your face. So as long as it's on there correctly, you're good.
CWIS, or Phalanx, is an automated gun that defends against incoming missiles, aircraft, and drones within 1 to 2 nautical miles.
I bet they test that thing every day to make sure it works.
Phalanx Block 1B uses a 20mm Gatling gun, firing up to 4,500 rounds per minute.
That's crazy.
Guided by radar and optical sensors.
I bet these things are programmed in such a way that if the ship loses power, it can still knock out whatever's coming towards it. Like, it's got built-in batteries.
The turret spins 360 degrees, providing full coverage against threats from any direction.
Man, I bet they get excited when it's time to do this. I bet they get hyped. Like, oh man, it's time to shoot the big gun. Who's gonna shoot it this week?
50 cal M2HB offers close-range defense against small boats, swimmers, and drones.
I'd also like to say that, believe it or not, if you shoot a gun like this directly into the water, the bullets don't go very far. So whenever you see all these like movies where people are getting shot while they're in the water, if they're under the water, they're not gonna get hit. Most of the bullets break apart on the actual impact of the water.
Usually near shore or in ports.
It's very hard to actually get hit. Yeah, look, he giddy. What'd I say? I already said it.
Automated weapons. These 50 cal mounts are crew operated from fixed positions.
They got the easy shit too. Their shit's mounted to the ship, so like, I bet the kickback on that thing is like non-existent.
On the ship.
Yeah, look at that. It doesn't even push back.
Each M2HB fires between 450 and 600 rounds per minute, with an effective range of up to 2,000 yards. Destroyers often have 4 to 6 of these mounts for 360-degree protection in blind spots not covered by larger systems.
Oh, they have GoPros.
Many are equipped with optical sights or thermal imagers for low light or night operations.
Crazy. Here we go, we got the big gun now.
The destroyer's primary deck gun. Designed for surface combat, naval gunfire
It's
support.
got the U.S. flag on it, bro. You know they had fun painting that shit on there.
And limited air defense.
Damn, look at the size of that bullet.
It fires 5-inch, 127mm
Damn!
with long-range precision against both land and sea targets.
Jesus.
You're already better off than some people.
Conventional rounds reach about 13 nautical miles, while guided versions can extend beyond 20 nautical miles.
The size of that goddamn bullet, man. What is that? Hello? What are you? Wait, what is that? Oh, it comes in pieces.
The gun is fully automated, drawing ammo from a below-deck magazine, reducing crew exposure during combat.
That's crazy.
It's used for shore bombardment, surface engagements, and some anti-air roles, making the ship highly adaptable.
I wonder what it would be like if you shot another ship with that.
The Mod
makes the
4
whole damn
version
ship
adds
shake.
a longer 62 caliber barrel and improved targeting systems for greater range and accuracy.
Damn.
The Mark 38 covers the ship's close-in defense against small boats, surface threats, and low-flying aircraft.
Man, I'd imagine if you like tried to get up to that boat, it'd be like kicking a fucking hornet's nest, man. Jesus Christ. Especially if it's like all guns going, like damn. Bro, talk about pissing someone off you didn't mean to. The hell is that? Is that the same gun?
It fires about 180 rounds per minute, reacting fast in high threat
I'm kind of surprised they cover that thing up. I'm surprised they don't have that thing like locked and loaded all the time. I mean, I guess it would make sense if they're in like U.S. waters, but I mean, you never know.
situations. The weapon can hit targets up to 2.5 nautical miles away.
That's crazy.
Ideal for operations close to shore or in port.
That's insane. I mean, what's the difference between a nautical mile and a normal mile? What's the difference between a nautical mile and a normal mile? Oh, so that's crazy. So a nautical mile is longer than a regular or a statute mile. A nautical mile is approximately 1.15 statute miles. The nautical mile is based on Earth's altitude and longitude. is specifically 1 minute of latitude, while the statute mile is unit of length used for general land-based measurements. So again, the U.S. is the only one that is out of the loop with the kilometer, which is
the
weird.
original version was manually operated.
Like Celsius and Fahrenheit.
Mod 2 and Mod 3 units are remote controlled with advanced optics.
Those look like non-deadly bullets, but let's be completely clear, those are deadly bullets.
Laser.
It's kind of crazy how whenever you play a game, like Metal Gear Solid is a good example. Red is dead, blue is like usually like rubber-style bullets.
Rangefinders and video targeting systems for all-weather performance.
And I bet the engineers on that fucking ship that repair stuff, I bet they get good money. Or they probably get paid the same.
The remote versions are tied into the ship's combat network, allowing for coordination.
With how far we've advanced in technology, I'm kind of surprised we don't have AI-driven ships by now. Or again, whenever we decide to bring out laser guns.
Real-time targeting. Sailors can operate the gun from inside the ship, reducing risk during hostile encounters.
They really made it to where a lot of this stuff is like interior. Oh, they even have the fucking GoPro. I see the GoPro. That's fun.
Damn.
Hey, look at all that taxpayer money going down the drain. Look at that. That's fun.
Mark 38 can be mounted on destroyers and smaller vessels.
How much money does it cost to shoot the Mark 38? How much does it cost to shoot a Mark 38 on an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer? It's not publicly available. However, it's important to understand that the cost of Navy weaponry, including ammunition, is highly sensitive and not typically released to the public due to Oh, come on. Get out of here with that. You're just trying to hide how much fucking taxpayer money he's paying for this.
Modular and
you
flexible
fuckers.
Defense option.
That's funny. That's clever.
Today's destroyers carry up to 96 missiles in their Mark 41 vertical launch system. This system can fire surface-to-air, anti-ship, and land attack cruise missiles in seconds. The Tomahawk missile can strike land targets more than 1,000 miles away with pinpoint
Jesus
precision.
Christ. That is insane. That's like half the fucking... Oh my god, like... How far is it from Texas to Canada? How many miles? Jesus Christ. So that is... So, from Texas to Canada, it's 1,520 miles. So that fucking thing can probably hit, like, in the middle of the U.S. if it wanted. That's insane.
Surface-to-air
That's
missiles
so far.
protect the ship from incoming planes, missiles, and drones at ranges up to 250 miles.
Bro, you had to be at 1,000 miles.
All missiles are guided by radar, GPS, and the ship's Aegis fire control system for coordinated defense. Modern destroyers are among the most heavily armed and flexible warships afloat, capable of air, surface, subsurface, and strike warfare around the globe. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos.
there we go. Well, that was a ton of fun. We are gonna call it early today. Unfortunately, is it early? It's 11:20. It's kind of early. We're gonna call it today, boys. I've got to send out some emails and hopefully get some more of these people that I can react to. We're running out of reaction stuff pretty quick. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe out there, Nigel. Get better. Stay away from the wine, man. It keeps fucking you up. I'm rolling up out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.